Well, I joined the Trane company in 1961. I was a Marine in Okinawa at the time. My background was in heat transfer from Stanford. I wrote a letter to Standard & Poor's and said, who are the companies that are in the heat transfer business? And Trane was one of them. I was from New York, so they sent me back there. And that worked out pretty well, so I had an opportunity to go to Philadelphia as the dealer sales manager. I did a pretty good job there, and so they said, okay, we got some challenges in Norfolk in the dealer development area. We want you to go down there and fix those on a temporary basis. And we started with about 8 people and 1,500 square feet of space. And we kind of outgrew that area, and so we moved over to, I think the number's 389 Edward Drive, and went from there, and we moved in 1979.
Spring of 1989, my dad came to me and said he was in a pickle over a certain part of his business, the parts department. This was part of the business that I had worked at when I was in high school and college, so I was very familiar with it, and I said, sure, I'll be glad to help out over the summer. There were a lot of changes that happened in the 90s. Our wholesale distribution business was just a part of our building, and we realized that we needed to take the business out to where the clients were. So right now we have 3 distribution locations to provide better support for the clients, and that's been there for several years now.
And in about 1996 or 97, I believe, we came over to the present location. In 1974, there were all sorts of lines at gasoline stations trying to get gas. It was a mess. And Trane acknowledged that our equipment used a lot of energy. We really have an opportunity to influence what the operating costs of a building are. We soon found out that the sophistication of the equipment required a higher level of expertise, and so we developed a service company primarily to satisfy our sales customers. We got experts from outside. We involved universities like Stanford, University of Virginia. We really got some professional help in developing a service company.
Trane got into the business of controls in 1978. That was the biggest change for all of us. We started off with equipment controls and graduated to full building controls shortly thereafter.
From selling equipment components to integrated systems that work together electronically. By controlling the whole system, we became much more efficient in the operation, and we could provide better comfort at a lower cost.
Energy has always been an issue, and I remember when I was a kid there was this catchphrase, train for energy fitness. Even back in the 70s that was a significant issue. Well, if you look now, energy management systems, HVAC systems, they're part and parcel of every single facility that you find in the landscape now. That fundamentally changed our business in the 90s when we said, all of a sudden the light bulb went off and we said, it's not all about trying to support the new construction market. It's really about how do we help those clients that have existing buildings moving forward. We really know the systems that use the energy, so we're in an excellent position to try to help our customers manage that. This whole area of energy and sustainability and trying to do the right thing for the environment while trying to do the right thing for business seems to be a really complicated equation, and it is. And we have to do so many things differently these days than we've done before. But one of the things that is really critical is to use building automation and controls effectively to integrate all the energy-using components of a facility and to give building owners and the people that help building owners the information that they need to make the intelligent decisions to really optimize these assets that we have in the built environment in this country. And I think that we can do that better than anyone else.
What was started out as kind of a family, we're now emerging into a pretty big business.
Something that differentiates us from our competitors is our view of looking at ourselves as a professional services organization. And that comes from everyone from folks that are in engineering to field associates to people that work within the office and the system designers that we have in the organization.
The better the people we got, the better the company became. We want the best educated people in the business. We want them to grow. We want them to have an opportunity to move in any direction that they want to go, because people typically do the best job when they like what they're doing.
I was hired in January 1989. I was originally hired as the billing clerk for the accounting team. I moved into different roles, and currently my title is Customer Service Team Leader for the Service Administration team. One of the things I'm grateful for is I've been able to grow and held different positions within the company. And in each one of those positions, I was fortunate because I could work with different people, see the same integrity being shared among the different teams throughout Damuth. And it really is one of the main reasons that I've remained here.
You know, as a professional services organization, your people really are everything, and you want to find an environment where people are willing to share, they're willing to collaborate, they're excited to come to work. And that can only happen when you share common values with what you're doing.
Despite the changes in technology over the years, one thing has remained the same, and that is our treatment of people, employees, customers. Everyone is treated with integrity through our shared values system.
We really have a strong team now, and a strong management team, and a strong cast of characters in our company, and I'm really proud of them.
The last several years, we've been involved in the Best Place to Work in Hampton Roads award. We consider these awards great accomplishments. We want to be the best place to work. If you are in this industry, this is where you want to come to work. You know, if we really say we're going to be the best place to work, where else do you start but safety? In the building trades, whether you're in construction, service, or other areas, there are just a lot of hazards that are out there. Several years ago, we made the investment to hire a full-time safety professional who keeps up on the latest in environment, health, and safety for our associates. We do a lot of safety training, and it's another service that we can bring to them that is world-class.
Safety is very important. And I want everybody that works here to go home safely to their families at night. The mission statement was really the keel of the ship. And what does it say? It says that we want to satisfy customers, we want to have a long-term relationship with them, and we want to do it in an ethical manner.
Damuth Trane has been around and plans to be around for a long time. And if you think in terms of sustainability, we're sustainable in 3 different areas. One, we're sustainable because while others have come and gone, we're going to continue to be committed to our clients in this area. We're sustainable because we get and we keep the best people, and the way that we'll be able to provide the best support and the best services to our clients is to give them the best team. And finally, our job with the additional services that we're providing is all about helping our clients with life cycle cost and helping them to maintain, to sustain.